Hello student, welcome back in the digital class of learning and continuation of the topic plant cell culture and application. Today you will learn about the production of secondary metabolites. As you know that we have started the topic application of tissue culture or cell culture. So let us see how the secondary metabolites are useful in human beings or how they treat the diseases or what are the other values, economical values of the secondary metabolites. So metabolites are those chemical substances which are produced by the metabolism of a cell, and these metabolites are having vital role in control and coordination, physiological functioning, ecological valence, etc. So metabolites are the chemical substance which are produced in a cell and it is the outcome of metabolic pathway. So let us see what is the difference between primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. Primary metabolites are the end product of the primary metabolism or the primary metabolic pathways, and these are very essential and these are very important for growth, development, cellular reaction, reproduction, development as comparatively to the secondary metabolites. So metabolites are the end products of cellular metabolism that is catalyzed by the different enzymes. These conversion metabolic reaction does not take place spontaneously, but it is accompanied by a set of different enzymes. So primary metabolites have certain difference with the secondary metabolites, and these primary metabolites are very essential because they have more scope as compared to the secondary metabolites. So let us see what are the major difference. As I told, primary metabolites are those chemical substances which are the end product of the primary metabolism takes place in the cell, and the secondary metabolites are those chemical substances, those biologically important chemical substances which are produced by the end product of the primary metabolites. It means they are developed or produced by the product of the primary metabolites. Second number, these primary metabolites are required for the maintenance of the cell growth, physiological function, development and reproduction, and equally it is produced in large quantity. But the secondary metabolites are not essential as compared to the primary metabolites, and these are not essential for small physiological functioning of the cell. Second thing, primary metabolites are produced in large quantity, however they are produced in the small quantities. So due to less production or less manufacturing of secondary metabolites, it is quite expensive and they have good economical importance as compared to the primary metabolites. Primary metabolites are as usual in almost the living cells, with DNA, RNA, proteins, vitamins, all these are present in the most of the cells, either eukaryotic cell, prokaryotic cell, animal cell or plant cell. But secondary metabolites, example like alkaloids, like gum, resin and tannin, these are not present in almost the cells or the plant or the animal. They are present in peculiar group of plants or animals. So different products in every species having their own type of secondary metabolites, but primary metabolites are common in almost every species. It is widely used in industries, but This one, it has life supporting, it support to the cells indirectly, and they have their own economic importance. I am giving the some of the economic importance of this secondary metabolite, that you must know the neem tree, Aza diacetyca indica. This produce the alkaloid or the secondary metabolite called Aza diacetine, which is very important for the medicinal purpose, as well as it is equally important as insecticidal properties. Second example is berberine. Berberine is also having very medicinal value, and this one is equally important in anti-malarial drug. Anti-malarial drug along with the berberine is equally important as antibacterial and anti-inflammatory purposes. It is used to treat that problem or that type of diseases. And this anti-malarial drugs, most popular example of anti-malarial drug from prehistoric time is the quinine. Quinine is obtained from the bark of the cinchona tree. It is obtained from the cinchona tree. So along with the artemisinin, which is produced from Artemisia species, so artemisinin and quinine have anti-malarial properties. They are used to kill the malarial parasite. It means they are used in the disease control malaria. Cinchonine is a very important alkaloids or the chemical substance, and it is very costly because it is produced in small quantities. So cinchonine application is apart from the medicinal value, it is used to making the lipstick. And you must know that cancer is very lethal to the society or the human body. So cancerous cells are controlled and prevented by the Taxol and ephedrine. Taxol is the secondary metabolite which is obtained from Taxus. It is gymnospermic plant. Equally, ephedrine is a drug. Ephedrine is a secondary metabolite example which is obtained from the gymnospermic plant called ephedra. So all these two, Taxol, ephedrine, both are used for the treatment of the cancer. So there are several examples apart from that. For example, codeine. Codeine is normally used from Papaver somniferus. Papaver is a plant, it is a wild plant, and from here we obtain the codeine drug. Codeine is basically used in the cough syrup also, and it is analgesic. It is analgesic, it means it provides relief from the pains. And another example about that, digenine. Digenine is from Dioscorea species. It is a homeopathic medicine which is used to cure the infertility in human beings. So these are the certain examples of secondary metabolites, primary metabolites, and their day-to-day functioning. So example of the primary metabolites are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, fat, vitamins, nucleic acid, that is DNA, RNA. On the other hand, the example of secondary metabolites, which is the outcome of the primary metabolite end product, is steroids, gums, resin, alkaloid, essential oils, and some of the pigments. So this is about that. Now the question is how this tissue culture is applicable, or how it is used to enhance the productivity of the secondary metabolites. So normally we are using the root culture, stem culture, and the root or the stem of the very economically important plants are undergo the process by making their micropropagation, and we obtain a number of plants in a short time period. So in this way, primary metabolites or secondary metabolites are produced by the using of the tissue culture technique.